Hello, in the next lesson, let's talk about characters in the image. We decided to devote the whole lesson to people in architectural visualizations, as they have a key role in perceiving the space we're showing. Let me start with some general things. People attract lots of attention from the viewer, and for this reason, we need to place and select them with deeper planning. As you know the rules, placing is not a problem. Why are characters important in the image? Simply because including people in your visualization is the best way to convey the viewer's heart and show the space sense. We need to remember that visualizations, except that they are the art, they are also the marketing tool. And from this perspective, 3D people should be the representatives of the target audience this image is created for. Why? Because if people see characters similar to them, they can easily identify with them. They can see themselves in this image, instead of some random people. Humans are emotional creatures, and this way, we evoke emotions and deep feelings. We feel some sort of connection. This is why you can always see people in different advertisements, because it's easier for marketers to convey their message and get closer to viewers. So let's talk about factors of including characters that affect perception of illustration. First one is activity. Nowadays, visualizations are more about community-focused improvements, the new opportunity the audience can discover in the project. For this reason, our goal should be to show our audience the interaction between architecture and the users. So by using characters, we should present how the space will be used and with what kind of activity viewers can relate to this space. Next one is the intensity. So simply saying, how many people should we include in the image? We should make our decision based on the purpose of this space. Do we want our viewer to see it as a bustling space or quiet with a sense of privacy? I want to emphasize here that many people don't necessarily mean better results. As with assets in general, their placement influences composition, can distract and confuse the viewers from what is important. Sure, sometimes it will be worth it to put lots of people. For example, if you create a stadium, it will be good to fill it with lots of people to show the spirit of this space. So always keep in mind what atmosphere you want to create and what is the purpose of an image. And finally, type of people. As I mentioned at the beginning, we need to look for representatives of the target audience. When people see other people, their faces, expressions, clothing, lifestyle, they can quickly identify with them. The thing is that characters, their appearance, energy, and way of expression may sometimes say more about the place than space itself. Now, another reason why we should use people in our visualization is that they help composition. Of course, if used correctly. People, their faces instantly catch the attention of the viewers. So they're like road signs. They show the direction where the viewer should look. This is why the direction the character looks is important, as we automatically look in the same direction. The characters guide us through the story, emphasize the space's essence, and give extra value and character to the image. And finally, characters are the easiest way to add a story to the image, at the same time the most powerful. They add energy and movement. They evoke emotions and deep feelings in the viewers. They make it easy to understand what the image is about. If your goal is to convey some message through the image, there is no more effective way than by using figures. Let me give you an example. Look at this image. I think we can agree that the couple has a massive impact on how we perceive the image. Without them, it will be a totally different image, even though they don't play a key role in this visualization. They are far away inside the house. But the image itself has a monochromatic look and introduces some mystery, and a cold palette of colors is used. We feel like we observe something, but we're not sure what. And here, It is the loving couple, people hugging each other. It adds life to the image. It creates a calm, relaxed atmosphere instead of feeling of sadness or loneliness. It gives us an impression that the space is quiet, peaceful, close to nature, a place where the inhabitants can get away from the hustle and bustle of a city, relax and immerse themselves in their own thoughts. I don't know how you feel about it, but looking at and analyzing this image, I'm feeling relaxed already. And by the way, this is a great way to learn storytelling in visualizations, analyzing what particular assets bring to the story, not only on visualizations, but also on paintings, pictures, photographs. It's all about educating your eye to pay attention to details, so it will become natural for you. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we always need to add 3D people to the image, and that it always helps. But in many cases, like in this example I'm showing you, it will add an extra value to your graphic and it's worth it to choose the right figures for the particular space. Okay, now let's go to the hotel scene and let's set up 3D people. I have selected some people. As we've discussed previously, I try to look for more formal and stylish 3D models. One tip I would like to give you is when you start to select them, try to think about the groups. Look for models in natural poses, in action, to add some dynamism and life to the image. Anyway, let's start from the main characters. I will start with this lady. I like her to be quite close to the camera and imitate that she's looking at our hotel to focus the viewer's attention on the building. If you click Y on your keyboard, you will turn on the Smart Place option. Next, I will use this woman from Render People as I like to create an impression that she's walking into a hotel and she stays for longer. Okay, so we have outdoor people done. I don't want too many of them. Now let's work on the interiors. I will start from the restaurant. I want to create some groups of people to create a natural look as in real life. And here it's important to combine sitting and standing people. Let's create an impression that they talk together. Also, I like to show some depth in this space, so I will add a man behind the group somewhere more in the back. We of course need some waiter to make it realistic, so let's imitate the waiter taking orders from someone. We can use this gentleman. I will position him in a way that he looks like he's looking at the waiter and is ordering something. Let's place this woman somewhere in the back to add depth to the space as we have done before. I will also add these two gentlemen to imitate the conversation at the bar. Okay, let's add one more waiter, perhaps somewhere in the back. At the end, I will use these two gentlemen walking and talking together in the corner of the restaurant. Remember to use different distances between 3D people models to create more natural placement. And at the end, let's add some people to the hotel rooms. They won't be too visible, so you can use some low poly models there if you struggle with RAM. Let's start from these two models. Let's make them a couple talking in the bedroom. I will add people only close to the corner as we will not see anything far away from here. Let's place the woman somewhere on the lower floor. Let's rotate her. We can use one sitting person on the bed. And finally, let's hide the part of the facade and let's position the last model somewhere here. Let's start interactive rendering and let's check the results. Let's see how they look in the restaurant. Nice. I don't really need to adjust the materials of people as they come with really good quality materials, so I leave everything as it is. And we can see just a glimpse of something in the hotel which adds life to the image, but we don't really see what is it. For the other shots, use the same method. In the close-up shot, we used a human alloy model with a car for the foreground, and we've moved the woman in the hut inside the hotel. For the panoramic shot, we added people to another side of the ground floor and in the lobby, and we moved the woman in the hut to the center of the image walking to the lobby. Okay, that's it. See you in the next lesson.